trading and making money onto why we are fracked or why we are fire trucked right here. Okay. See this? It's our debt, but it's a debt-based system. So it's okay. All right. It's not like, oh, you have credit card debt or whatever. It's kind of like that, but complicated, right? Because it's a debt-based system. Money is debt. No, it's not. Gold is it. Stop. Just stop. Let me continue. Let me tell you where this thing unravels globally and when it pops. Even though I don't know when it's going to pop, it just will. Our debt is almost 30 trillion. Isn't that weird? I can just round up to 30. Like, okay, that's fine. You know, what's an extra 3 trillion? Even though you can't add. Here's where the problem is. It's right. Actually, I have to. It's in my hair. What? Bravo. You put it in your hair right here. Total debt to GDP ratio, 145%. Let me just say that's not good. And if this were a company, this would be a really bad PE ratio. I'd stay away from it. It would be like Tesla. Just kidding. I got so many Tesla lovers on here. This is how much we make, 3 trillion. Good job. Make 3 trillion. What do we spend? Well, yeah, roughly, 28 trillion, plus unfunded liabilities, but we won't go into that. We will. 200 trillion. Okay. So we make 3 and we owe 200. That doesn't make it. Not only that, our deficit. This is like we're upside down. Your car payment or whatever. Our deficit is over 3 trillion. So we're spending 7 trillion. I don't know if this next stimulus is going to be in there. 7 trillion, and we make 3 trillion. At what point will the world go, I don't think I'm buying this? And then they say, I don't think I'm buying your bonds. I don't want those. Even though I kind of need them to pay for this dollar that we've been hooked on like heroin since 71.
Shalom. Call HALAL, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM. RAWCHAA, HAKADASH. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule well, who taught me this truth, enough respect to the fellow Akim, the house of David, the hopefully elect. Peace to the elect. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, Barakatham. To you, Akim, as well as the Akwath that's listening and learning. This is your brother YAHAWASHI from the Birmingham branch, coming to you again with a quick hit of this truth. And a few scriptures should pop into your mind by checking this video out, which let's just go ahead and get right to it. All right. We'll find that in the book of James, because this was prophesied, all right, about the downfall of the Roman Empire, which is today, all right, Babylon the Great, which is named America, all right. By decreasing that purity in the coinage in the Roman days, therefore you can have more coins in circulation, all right, if you give a drift. They pretty much, they could spend more, And what that means is you adding more elements to silver or to gold to make it looks like that you got more. Now, fiat currency is nothing more than just a Federal Reserve debt note, all right? And those of you that hold fast to it, those of you that know, okay, this is the bag, as our people like to say, Jake loved to say, I'm getting the bag, I'm getting the bag. But what happens over the course of years, of course, the guy said since 71, all right, they took the gold off the streets and gave you fiat currency, all right, debt notes, which is in the form of the George Washingtons, the Benjamin Franklins, that our people desire, the love of money, man. You have to understand that balloon is about to pop. Therefore, over time, the money becomes worthless. And this is what we're getting into, man. So let's just hit this real quick. James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich man, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. And that's right. Miseries are about to hit on every side of this place. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI sending plagues. All right. He's sending pestilence. All right. He's going to send a famine by the way of the lack of water, the lack of food, and, of course, the hearing of the word. It says, your riches are corrupt and your garments are moth eating. Your gold and silver is cankered. And this is where it come into play, where Babylon the Great and Rome, all right, meets its doom. All right, because this is what we're giving you. We're giving you nothing but doom and gloom. Hey, once that dollar collapses, you're gonna find out how very how worthless your monies are to these people, man. All right, it's not gonna account for anything in those days. And the rust of them shall be a witness against you. Now, you may have dross on silver. All right, gold is pretty much pure as that silver. But when you start mixing it, all right, with other elements, all right, they become devalued. They become defaced, so to speak. You know, and after that is what? It's nothing, man. All right. As I forget the guy name. I'm thinking Caracalla. All right. Nobody should have any money but him. You know, said so he may divvy it out to the soldiers, man. All right. And this was the Roman Empire, man. What we have today, you have a budget deficit for the military, the American military, all right, over 700 trillion, man. All right, if I'm mistaken, you know, you can fact check me on that, you know. But here it is. This devil doesn't even give you real gold. And what was just passed, man? What was just signed? That stimulus, man, by Trump, man. And this is nothing but throwing fuel to the flames, you know. And you're gonna find out that heat in a minute. It says, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. See that? There's gonna be a witness, and this is the effects of this, you know. All right, the economy is about to be paralyzed. It's about to be, you know, struck down, if you will. It says, and ye shall eat your flesh if it was fire. Ye have reaped treasure together for the last days. And this whole, you know, Crown Vic sitting on 19, soon to be 21s. This whole thing was pretty much a money grab. This whole shutdown, all right, and the stay at home, it was a money grab, you know, from the central bankers of the world, you know, and their constituents, those that play by the rules. All right, the Jeff Bezos, the Teslas of the world, the Walmarts, you know, and those that invest in those companies. All right, the top tier elites, you know, the Warren Buffetts, the Bill Gates. All right, all these. All right, this is what these James 5:1-6 is going into, man. You know, because they're thinking they're going to fill their belly. They're thinking they're going to crown their enterprise a success. Nevertheless, it's this elephant in the room that you have to address, all right, which is the deficit. It says, ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. So yeah, that's the host of armies, the host of you know, Sabaoth. That's what that's going into. Matter of fact, let's just get it, just to prove it to you. You know, the Lord of Sabaoth. All right, the host. All right, Strong's. All right, G. 4519. It says, Lord of Sabaoth, Lord of armies of Israel's. All right, as those who are under leadership and protection, all right, of Yahawah, while YAHAWASHI maintain his cause in war. So the host of angels, if you will. All right, and we are considered the host as well, being on the right hand side, bringing out the testimony of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, man. You know, if you could receive it, says, ye have lived in pleasure on the earth. Who have lived in pleasure on the earth? All right, the Romans, man, the Babylonians, the Egyptians, the Americans. You know, they have been wanton. That's what it says, and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doeth not resist you, man. So the resistance is going to be great. You're not going to be able to hide off in your bunkers up in the heavens, below the earths, in the rocks and the cliffs, you see, because the same way that Rome fell, you know, the same way that you're falling, you see. And this is why it's called the new Roman, the new Roman Empire, man, you know. The daughter of Babylon, man, the great, man. All right. They decreased, okay, purity of coins. All right, just like a penny. All right, the penny, it was straight up copper. Now they use some other substance for it, some other element for it. All right, it's not copper anymore. You know, eventually that's going to catch up to you, man. All right, that's going to catch up to you, as the scriptures say. The gold is mine, the silver is mine. All right, thus saith the Lord. That's the Lord's. So you can't devalue something that's the Lord's, man. You know, you're going to get got. It's over for you. All right. So you might as well, hey, this is the last hoorah for this devil, man. You know? So with that, hey, shalom. That's all I had. On to the next one.